Hello, greetings. I promised myself that I would. I gave a word to myself, and I told this Adam Seeker Urdu there in his comments, under his video, that I will prove to you that you have no proof that Bibi Maryam, Mary, was a virgin and all this, that she gave a miraculous birth. Because once the Quran ayats are gone, what do you believe in now? And someone had told me, my father or someone, that if the Quran goes, then for us, every religion, nothing will stand. Not even, like if Imam Hussein is gone, we used to say, then Islam will not stand. But for some Muslims, they still may, but in that like proof, and with that a lot of what do you call it, proof, and it would not stand a test of time, Islam, because it completes, Imamat completes for us Shias, for the Ismailis, the Bori Shias. Imamat completes this religion in every era. At least we say that Muhammad did this great thing, giving us his progeny, lineage, right, from his lineage, that in every era there will be a just Imam who will take care of the people and all this. There's no way. If so, we believe in with evidence from our Imams. You can see if you go to Jannat al-Baqi, and some Imams are there. Some of our Imams are in Iraq. Their tombs are there, mausoleums are there. So for us Shias, it will be difficult to hang on to this. And another thing is, I want to say that I don't want to put people down, but I will. To show this Sam Shamoun, give him a lesson of his life. Adam Seeker. I have many enemies since a long time. Either they're jealous of me, or, these newcomers came in the Sajwani family and they were favored above me. So even their sisters had this hold over the younger, my cousins and all, right? So they could have planned against me in Karachi American School to separate me from Istisa, Faryal, Shahnaz, these sisters of these two, Roya and Huma, who were married to my uncle. Roya is now not married. She took a divorce. She ran away, actually, and with the furniture. And Huma gave me a very hard time in London. So Shahnaz is, at least Faryal's husband, I know, is from Yusuf Habib. He's Yusuf Habib's son, so I know him. I've heard of him. And Shahnaz's husband, is a Pakistani name. So how much, and I heard he's Punjabi. So they would want to hurt me and come after me on YouTube also. And here also in Dubai, the father, Muhammad Jawad, the father, although divorced from the mother, but still he knows some people here. In Dubai, in Sharjah, the Sharjah Stadium owner and all this, right? So they will be harassing me. The Sharjah Stadium owner, Arab. So my great-grandfather would not take help from the sheikhs or anything, but these people from this side, they are friends with, they were friends with Sheikh Rashid and Sheikh Zayed, right? And so they still, have that thing, and they could, And they are women, beautiful and all this, and attracting men and using men, even in Karachi using men. So they could have, I suspect them, because their mother had also went to this mutual friend, her name was Masuma, and she had threatened to do black magic on me, find a black magician, she was saying. At that time I was strongly into my, like, at least glory be to God, no one can do anything to me as long as I'm in the right. So they were in the wrong, and I know that. They messed up my birthday. Anyhow, now this Sam Shamon and this Adam Seeker Punjabi has come, right? So I'm not putting people down, but if you put, like, these Christians here on YouTube are getting carried away by their abusive, filthy mouths against Muslims and ex-Muslims and Hindus. So, and something's going on here. You see, the Hindus have been here in Dubai for a long time, so I'll speak about that later. The ganda environment, like the dirty environment here, a lot of prostitution and all this. So maybe someone here with a high, sources or wasta could be giving me a hard time through the taxi drivers and everywhere else. So they want to frazzle me out, and also they send someone on Facebook, this guy. And another thing is this about Paramahamsa Vishwananda. I will speak. I think some of the Hindus have deviated, and when you adjust to the Western system, but we don't know how to do it properly. So false gurus and all this. So he may be badnaming. He's allowing himself to become notorious. He's allowing this channel, another channel, which says against him. So I don't think he would, like he cares, because he cares very much but I think he was, like, they can come change themselves. And I think he was Hassad Khan in London, look-alike. He definitely is, but on the darker side, very dark. And Hassad Khan was a Pathan, not Punjabi. तो इन पठानों में बहुत खैरत होती है. Now in Dubai, I can't say about the Pathans. So some of them, like, they would not, when they worked for someone in Pakistan, I know some of them, like Lady Diana, Hasnat Khan, I think Hasnat Khan, so is a Pathan. Like she said about the article I read, that everyone used me but Hasnat Khan. So, like that. I've seen Hassad Khan, very respectful. Wouldn't use me in the beginning. He did some things, but then he corrected himself against me. Okay, here is about Mother Mary. Like, you can check, right? First of all, how can God allow, she's now put the Quran aside, because without the Quran, Mary doesn't stand a chance of being a virgin, untouched, like it is written in the Quran. Whatever Gabriel came and that dirty word used, right, in Surah Tahrim perhaps, or some other surah, about how he breathed into Mary, their Mary, our Maryam, Muslim Maryam. And then they say that how can she be about Miriam, the sister of Aaron. And so, of course, Muhammad got it wrong. And we used to say that they're all in one this thing, right? From, like, now in the Bible it says that this one was Joseph. Now, how can he be? He was an adopted father. Now, he had the earthly father, Jesus Christ. So how can Joseph be the father? earthly father? No, even Jesus Christ's earthly father was not Joseph, we are told. But in the Bible, we are told that, like, he has to, like, to fit that, what do you call it? He has to be of the house of David, house of David. Cousins, and, like that, cousin of David. So, a brother of David, or son of David. So like that for Bibi Maryam, maybe I thought the Quran wrote it like that, and it definitely didn't mean Miriam, meant Bibi Maryam. So once you leave aside the Quran ayats, Christianity doesn't stand a test of time. I pleaded to God for many years. In Karachi, I was sick and mentally I was being attacked. I thought this was distance mind control. Later on, I read the symptoms and all this. So even then, I pleaded and pleaded that I just want to die in truth. If I have to die, or if they want to kill me and make me mentally crazy, or molest my body and send these. Sorry, I'm looking for my. Oh, here, I'm not live stream. I'm getting used to the live stream so quickly. Hello, yes, so I'm getting used to now back to Facebook uh, live streams, so I didn't know this was my audio video. Okay, now we come to Wikipedia, Saint Joseph. So the thing is that this Messiah, the Jews, I think, believed would come, he would be from the seed of David. Now, from Mary's side, I thought maybe, they're all cousins, David, Hazrat Suleiman, Hazrat Dawood. So, no, it's not like that. Maryam is, her Zachariah, then who is Zachariah? I thought Zachariah, Hazrat Zachariah in English. Zachariah would be the cousin of, from the seed of David. But that's not so. The Bible tells us here that I guess he has to be very directly from David's seed. So Joseph was, how old Joseph was? Another point is that Joseph was 80 years old, and Mary was betrothed to him, meaning Mary. They could. It was a custom that they would not sleep together until they made a house and everything. But I couldn't find evidence. I prayed and prayed to God. I appealed to him. What do you call that? In prayers when you appeal to God with the heart, deepest part of my heart, because they were attacking me, and I thought, I just want to die a martyr, like, wanting the truth. They say if you want. So even if death comes to me, I just want, what's the most important thing to know? And that's the truth in this life. So I didn't want to lie or anything. Just this about not cheat the masses and blindfold them and be, and not get carried away by things, tempted. So there's also this thing in human beings that they like to, although we Muslims, we are really terrible people. I've seen in Pakistan how they've killed minorities, Shias, coming in our Imam Bargas on Fridays and Thursday nights. And Ahmadis, how they do that, how they kill them. And I don't know how they do it. But the Shias, it was too much for us. We had to have security in Pakistan in our Imam Bargas, outside our Imam Bargas, and they were unstoppable. So these suicide, bombers who had the suicide bombs were unstoppable. Okay, so terrible Muslims, I know we have that, and these Christians are peaceful and all this, but still the truth, okay, it's very, very bad, but still about God, the truth, So I don't want to. It's human nature. You get carried away because they're Christians. They've killed their Christians. They killed us. No, they put Asia Bibi for blasphemy unnecessarily. That poor lady, like 6, 10 years. Can you imagine? And these Muslims had a field day against her on blasphemy, false blasphemy charges. And they even killed her lawyer. So my heart went out to her. I cannot imagine what she went through. She never got, she didn't get justice in Pakistan for 9 years or so in the jail, and her family was threatened. It was a serious case. So I know about these things, and my heart goes out to the minority Christians too and Hindus too in Pakistan. So, okay, according to the Jews, the Messiah has to come from the Jews' scriptures. Messiah has to come from David. So here it was like Mary was from where was Mary from, and was Joseph. So you have to look at this, right? So there is in one of the Gospels that Joseph was from David, house of David, but Mary was not. So I'm looking here, I'm searching for in the Wikipedia about this in the New Testament. The epistles of Paul are the oldest extant Christian writings. The genealogy of Jesus showing ancestry from King David, Matthew and Luke, Gospels of Matthew and Luke. The first appearance of Joseph. So I'm just reading like this. It's not written like this, but I'm reading it this way in Wikipedia. Each contains a genealogy of Jesus showing ancestry from King David, but through different sons, each of them, right? Matthew follows the major royal line from Solomon, while Luke traces another line back to Nathan, another son of David, and Bathsheba. Consequently, all the names between David and Joseph are different. You see here, I don't know which one slept with what David allowed his wife or something in the Bible. It's really terrible. The Quran doesn't have these things about the previous prophets doing these silly things, adultery and giving their wives to some king to sleep with and all this. Like the two differing genealogies, the infancy. So you can read about this genealogy, and then it says that the gospel, I really don't understand these people, this Christianity thing, because Joseph and Mary have to travel there to be counted in a census. Subsequently, Jesus was born there. So, Mary was betrothed, and I couldn't find any evidence. God did not give me any evidence. But you will hear David Wood saying why he believes in Jesus Christ, because of the resurrection, and so many people saw Jesus Christ. I mean, it could be all nonsense, but God cannot show you, what kind of a God is he, that he's betrothed. If you, according to the Bible, forget the Quran verses now, but I think the Quran verses, if taken, would can save this a little bit. Now that we know Mary was betrothed and all this, so you can have a look at this. I mean, this is really some of it is in too much detail. Some of it is succinctly put about Jesus' sayings and all this. Some of it is in so much detail. So anyhow, these people are peaceful, but they now have started to abuse and all this, and Me Too, ex-Muslims, and they've gotten carried away, putting us down and falsely accusing us. Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know. John chapter 6 verses 41 to 51. Luke alternate. So see, Jesus, the son of Joseph. How was he the son of Joseph? Adopted son. He was the son, so it was sort of Joseph. Now Jesus himself was about 30 years old when he began his ministry. Yes, we are told this. Matthew and Luke. I'm not giving the numbers. Now Jesus himself was about 30 years old when he began his ministry. He was the son. So it was thought of Joseph, the son of Heli, or alternatively punctuated. Okay, it's written in Hebrew or some language. The son, as supposed of Joseph, but in reality of Heli. In Luke, the tone of the contemporary people is positive. Someone has to explain this. What is this? Anyhow, I really think Davidic descendant. So where does see? This is what the Jews asked. Like, if he's the son of God, then he has to descend? He has to be of the seed of David. Joseph's paternity was essential to establish Jesus' Davidic descent. Now, where was Mary from? I mean, this was, we are told in the Quran ayats that these are all one, but it's quite a mix-up, you know. So, Mary was not from this house of David. Mary was, clearly that Mary was a virgin when she conceived Jesus. The canonical Gospels created a problem. They stated clearly that Mary was a virgin when she conceived Jesus. And that Joseph was not his father. Yet, Joseph's paternity was essential to establish Jesus' Davidic descent. See, it says here in Wikipedia. So this is ridiculous. He does not come from the seed. He was the Son of God. Jesus could be simultaneously, so they decided, like they put it this way somehow, these men, from the 2nd century to the 5th, writers tried to explain, or they tried to explain how Jesus could be simultaneously. They tried to, all these excuses people make. The Son of God and the Son of Joseph. Oh my God. And then you can have a look at that. But, why would God, ask yourself these questions, right? Why would God take a betrothed woman, betrothed to Joseph, who was 80 years old? Why couldn't he find another virgin? Or if he had to marry the virgin, then, like in the Quran it says the guardian was Zachariah. Her guardian, we kept her uncle Zachariah, or her cousin Zachariah. Whoever Zachariah, like Hazrat, right? Instead, and she was untouched, and she used to get food from heaven. That's also in the Bible, in the Quran. Sorry, not in the Bible at all, in the Quran verses. Now, she was saved, and she was like in this, what do you call it? What do the Catholics call it? In a cloister. She was cloistered, very saved by her family, and she wasn't married, betrothed, or anything like that. So, God couldn't do better. And if he had to choose Mary as for his son to come down on earth, then, why betroth her to Joseph? Right? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. So all these things, and then they call Muslims, and even now ex-Muslims and Hindus, demons, and they called me that I think I'm God, that I've determined that Sam is so stupid. Sam Shaman, very stupid thing he said. Like, even a child would know what is the value of freedom, right? So, just because I said I'm a truth seeker, and the way very clever, cunning man, Sam Shaman, devil of devils. So no, only through the scriptures, but Jesus was then had to be the son of David, had to have his sperm, otherwise no. So they've tried to do this, and it's no evidence. So he's either it must, I don't know what happened to these Christians really. Oh, I mean the Christians. So we want this thing, exploitation, Jiddu Krishnamurti. I read all these religions, what they've done to human beings, because they know instinctively we need more and more, and we need that power. We need a God. We need someone to pray to. Instinctive, even if it is in our thing, that even if the truth is that there is a higher power, which I have seen that there is experienced. So this highest power has been exploited by these prophets and all. Okay, so at least I've proven that it's ridiculous. Just look at it, common sense. Ridiculous that Mary would, Jesus would be the son of God and the son of David. Ridiculous, and there's no evidence, substantial evidence. Even someone like David Wood said that, the only thing he cannot refute is the proof that he cannot refute is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. No one has seen the miracle that he was born miraculously. Like if the angels were there at that time, God should have carried it forward, and an angel would come right now and tell all of us that no, Mary was a virgin at that time when she was betrothed to Joseph. But very thin chances that Mary was a virgin. Very, very thin chances. Okay, I don't believe in this junk. No substantial proof. Only the scriptures, and you can, the way Sam Shamoun and them, they can misinterpret, show us how they brainwash us and how they blindfold us. You can see this on Adam Seeker Urdu's channel and live stream when Sam Shamoun came that night there as a guest. Okay, Adam, शर्म करो कुछ यार, ये लोग ऐसे. Sorry, I should miss this out. Oh, God bless her soul. What a great lady, what a great teacher who taught me never to even say this, talk like this. Talk like a lady, talk nicely, brush up. Sorry. So, I don't know why this. So, against, anyhow, बचपन में हम कहते थे, oh God. So please see this, and then I wish I could share another one, like help Ismailis, us Shias, 12 Shias, and all our imams have stolen from the Greek, and I will show you this. I'll try to. I've done a Facebook live stream. I'll share it below this video. You can see it. I won't be able to repeat the same thing. It's very, very painful for me, what I've seen and what I've exposed on live stream Facebook, that our imams had stolen things from the Greek philosophers and all. Greek and Alexandria, the place, philosophers, right? So, and the books of the Greek and from Alexandria Library. Okay, so thank you very much. I hate it when people, you misuse their Bible, get carrying they get carried away like that. Oh, this is the religion, and everyone else is a demon if they don't follow Jesus Christ, the son of a demon himself. Now, yeah, Mary was not a virgin. Sorry, I have to say it like this. It's too much. These Christians have gone like they can call Muhammad the devil and this and that. Be careful, otherwise you'll get your own medicine here. And I've surely given it to them. Thank you very much.